Hi guys, I'm here with my July wrap up and tentative August TBR. I read a total of 4 books in the month of July, which is really awesome for me considering the last couple of months I've only been reading like 2 or 3 books. So yeah, let's get right on into the wrap up. First one I read is Shatter Me by Tahara Mafi. I really love this book. I gave it a 5 out of 5 stars. I thought it was so amazing. I love the writing style. It just flows so beautifully, and I love all of the characters and storyline, and love it so much. It's so beautiful and amazing, and I cannot believe it's taken me this long to finally pick this up. But yes, if you haven't read this, I highly recommend it. It is so beautiful. My favorite book of the month by far. And then after that, I decided to pick up Eve and Adam by Michael Grant and Catherine Applegate. And this book I gave a 4 out of 5 stars. I really enjoyed it. This has been on my to read list for a little while because I do like Gone by Michael Grant. If you can't see that over there. Yeah, but I really like that by him, and so I've been trying to read some other stuff by him, and I finally decided to pick this up. And this is kind of a modern day sci-fi story about this girl who gets in a bicycle accident, like a very severe one, and her mom owns this big pharmaceutical company, and she brings her daughter there to get the best treatment that there is, and to keep her daughter occupied. Her daughter's name is Eve. To keep her occupied, she tells her to create the perfect boy, and thus Eve creates Adam. And it's kind of about that. And there's another whole underlying storyline as well. It's not like the main premise. It's not like the main focus, but there's another whole type of thing with involving the creation of Adam. That's pretty interesting. And yeah, and this is split up into 2 perspectives, Eve's and Solo's. And yes, so I enjoyed this pretty well. Yeah, I gave it a 4 out of 5 stars. So yeah, I enjoyed it pretty well. There's a couple things that I found wrong with it, but no, not really much books can be perfect. So next I read Towering by Alex Flynn, which is a big disappointment to me. I only gave it a 3.8 out of 5 stars. It's very disappointing. I love Alex Flynn's work, but this one just was disappointing. This is a retelling of Rapunzel with a whole other underlying story of with a little bit of mystery involved in it and stuff like that. But yes, this was really disappointing. The insta love was horrendous. Like they literally just met, and then it's like, oh, I love you, you're my soulmate forever. And yeah, no, that doesn't happen in real life. So there's definitely flaws with this book, but yeah, I still enjoyed some of the characters though. And the overall premise was pretty intriguing, but yeah, there was just faults in this book that I couldn't overlook. So yes, this is a pretty big disappointment for me, honestly. Yeah. And then the last book I read is The Hunt by Andrew Fukura. I don't know how you say his last name. I don't want to pronounce it wrong. But this, my friend lent this to me because she said it was really interesting and she enjoyed it. And it is really interesting. It's definitely one of the most unique books I've ever read in my life. It is a whole new take on vampires, where vampires kind of are the primary species, and humans are pretty much extinct. Or endangered, not quite extinct, but yes. And this guy is hiding himself as a vampire, and he's a human, and he's hiding himself as a vampire so that way he can survive. And they have this thing called the Heiper Hunt. Heipers are what they call humans, and it's where a select few vampires get selected to go hunt down the Heipers. And yes, and all the while our main character has to keep pretending to be a vampire. And when he's selected for the hunt, and he has to keep pretending to be a heifer to stay alive and survive. So that's what this is about, and it's really interesting. I find the main character to be pretty interesting, and I find the whole world to be pretty interesting. I gave this a 4 out of 5 stars. And oh my gosh, my arm's killing me. My tentative TBR is, first I want to read Ready Player One by Ernest Cline. I keep seeing this book all over the place and hearing amazing things about it, so yes, I really want to pick this up, hopefully this month. And then next one I want to pick up, since I read Shatter Me, is Unravel Me by Tahara Mafi. I love Shatter Me so much, and I cannot wait to pick this one up. And I'm planning on picking this one up, definitely, this month. And the next one, I want to finally finish off Harry Potter and the Order of the Phoenix. I have been on this since January. I want to finally knock it off this month. I have not that much more left to go, and I plan on knocking it out of the park this month. And finally, I would like to also get to The Night Circus by Erin Morgenstern, because I heard such amazing things about this, and this is a bit out of my comfort zone, so I plan on hopefully reading some more books outside of my comfort zone. And yes, I just heard amazing things about this, and I cannot wait to dive into it. And that is it for all of the books that I read in July and the tentative TBR that I have for August. Let me know if you've read any of those books and what you thought of them down below. Also, what did you read in the month of July, and what are you planning on reading in August? That is it for this video. Till next time, bye!